Welcome to Star Plus. So many exciting new updates. In this video, I will demonstrate how can you create your own ChatGPT. I'll develop two GPT bots, bring them live for you to see, and use them as examples. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what steps to take to create an impressive custom GPT app. Additionally, you will gain insights into how to start building GPT apps that could potentially earn you revenue. That's right, OpenAI is launching a GPT app store where user-generated applications can be listed and generate income. But first, let's take a brief look at new features in this latest ChatGPT update. In conversations, now we can attach files such as PDF, Word documents, CSV, Excel files, JSON files, and ask ChatGPT questions related to material in those files. Now ChatGPT 4 comes with DALL-E, browsing, and analysis features integrated. You don't need to switch between conversations to do several things. ChatGPT 4 will intelligently handle your input and select relevant features accordingly. Third-party plugins are still separate. We have Explore tab. Here we see My GPTs section that lists custom GPTs that we build. Below are custom GPTs made by OpenAI. It includes DALL-E, Data Analyzer, Game Explainer GPT, Negotiator GPT, Creative Writer, Tech Support Advisor, Recipe Helper, Math Solver, Meme Explainer GPT, and more. I find Math Mentor, Sauce Chef, Tech Support Advisor, Creative Writing Coach, Negotiator, and Data Analyzer most useful. These are not created by us, so we cannot edit these GPTs. We can use these though. Select any custom GPT and start talking to it. But in this video, we will create custom GPT by using My GPTs section. GPTs are custom versions of ChatGPT that users can tailor for specific tasks or topics by combining instructions, knowledge, and capabilities. So here it says create a GPT, customize a version of ChatGPT for a specific purpose. It means if you wanted to create a custom chatbot for use specifically to your needs and requirements, you can do so by customizing ChatGPT itself. It is for regular user, advanced users, and plugin developers. You can also extend GPT functionality as far as you want to take it. It is customized ChatGPT. Let's create one. Creating a new GPT or customizing ChatGPT is fairly simple. This is GPT Builder. GPT Builder says, "Hi, I'll help you build a new GPT." You can say something like, "Make a creative who helps generate visuals for new products," or "Make a software engineer who helps format my code. What would you like to make?" Just like that. You can literally say it whatever you want from ChatGPT and it will build it for you. It will take instructions from you and generate GPT in background. You can upload files from here to include in GPT as well. To build a GPT, you can also start a new ChatGPT conversation and ask it to give you a prompt for a particular type of GPT. Then you can paste it here to get custom GPT built for you. Let's see Configure tab. Type your GPT name and description here. GPT will take input from you in Create tab and store it in Instructions box. You can type specific instructions here about what does this GPT do, how does it behave, what should it avoid doing. Here you can provide detailed instructions or guidelines on how the GPT should behave, its functionalities, and any particular behavior to avoid. But if you use Create tab, GPT Builder will generate instructions from your input and save here in the instructions box. Conversation starters are examples of prompts for the user to start the conversation. Knowledge allows you to provide additional context for your GPT to reference. You can upload any type of files such as PDF, images, Word documents, etc. But remember, the content from files that are uploaded here could be included in the output, so do not include personal information. From capabilities, you can enable web browsing, DALL-E image generation, and advanced data analysis. It will allow GPT to perform additional functionality like fetching data from web and image generation. Actions can make third-party APIs available to your GPT by providing details about the endpoints, parameters, and description about how the model should use it. Actions for GPTs can also be imported from an OpenAI schema. So if you have already built a ChatGPT plugin, you will be able to use your existing plugin manifests to define actions for your GPT. This area is mainly for developers and coders. The real power of GPT lies in uploaded files, data, and custom actions. Okay, let's make our GPT. In Create tab, type what GPT should do. This GPT is Growth Mentor. I have provided detailed instructions about what I want this GPT to do. GPT Builder will generate this custom GPT based on my input. So I told you that name of this model should be Growth Mentor. Its primary function will be the model should initiate conversations by inquiring about the user's day or asking what they wish to discuss. Interaction flow will be like this. Initial inquiry, the model should start by asking, how was your day today? Or what would you like to discuss today? Awaiting user response. Once the question is posed, the model should wait for the user's response. User's response handling. After receiving the user's response, the model should provide constructive feedback. Supportive features include goal assistance, consolation, celebration of achievements. Behavioral traits include mentor and friend, uplifting and positive feedback, goal oriented support. Adaptive communication include clarification requests, overall goal, and such that. So GPT Builder responded like this. Great. Growth Mentor is all set up. It's designed to initiate conversations by inquiring about the user's day or discussing topics of interest to them. This model acts as a mentor and friend, offering support, guidance, and positive reinforcement. It is ready to assist with goal setting, provide consolation, and celebrate achievements. Would you like to try it out in Playground? Feel free to test it with any of the provided prompt starters or your own questions. If you have any reinforcements or changes you would like to make, just let me know. So here we can add more instructions here to customize this GPT further. In the preview window, we can see how this GPT looks like. We can test it here by communicating with it and adjust instructions accordingly here. It has also provided prompt starters like how was your day today? Tell me about a recent achievement. What goals are you working on? Are you facing any challenges today? I can ask GPT Builder to create a profile pic for this GPT. Generate profile picture. It's using DALL-E to generate this profile picture. I like this profile picture. It's great, just great. Okay, now let's go to Configure tab. Here you see it saved our instructions here. These are all the instructions generated from our input. As a growth mentor, I am here to initiate conversations that focus on the user's day and interests. My primary function is to ask questions like, how was your day today? Or what would you like to discuss today? And then wait for the user's response. Once I receive the response, my role is to provide constructive feedback, guidance, and support. This includes helping with goal setting, offering consolation if the user is having a tough day, and celebrating their achievements. My behavior is that of a sincere friend and mentor, always aiming to uplift and guide the user with positivity and encouragement. I am goal oriented, providing tailored advice to assist the user in achieving their aspirations. If necessary, I will ask for clarifications to better understand the user's statements. My overarching goal is to positively impact the user's personal growth and well being a reliable and empathetic digital mentor. These are conversation starters. So if we want, we can adjust the name from here, description from here, upload additional data files if we have those as additional context. I think I can adjust conversation starters a bit. These conversation starters look fine, but if I'll click here, it seems like I am asking GPT that how was its day. But let's click this to see what happens. See, it's like I am asking Growth Mentor. Growth Mentor should ask me. So I think I can adjust these conversation starters to fit my need. I can say like answer a question. I need an opinion. I need an advice. I need to share something. Now these are the conversation starters that I'll be using to help Growth Mentor understand that where I am about to go with this conversation. Okay, we can adjust capabilities from here. Check, uncheck based on what we need here. I'm leaving capabilities to default for now. I'm not touching actions right now. So after all this, click Save button. Choose Publish option. You can keep it to yourself by selecting Only Me. You can make it available for you and people you share link with by selecting this Only People with a link. Or you can make it public. I'll choose public visibility for this GPT. Hit Confirm. And that's it. This is our Growth Mentor. We have a custom GPT, a variant of latest ChatGPT that will do what we have programmed it to do. Now, if we go to Explore tab, this GPT is listed here under My GPTs. I can edit it further if I want to modify it. You see this Create tab is now empty because instructions that we gave it here are now saved in instructions box. Go back, select growth mentor from left sidebar, and here's our growth mentor. We can start communicating with it. I can select answer a question, I need an advice, I need an opinion, or I need to share something, and the conversation will be started. Or I can just type in this input box to start the conversation. Today, my goal was to create 3 videos for my YouTube channel, but I could not manage time. Now, days gone by, and I feel kind of bad. Weather is changing, and I'm feeling hard to manage time with my job to create more content. Enter. It sounds like you had a challenging day with your time management, especially with the changing weather and balancing your job with the content creation for your YouTube channel. It's completely understandable to feel a bit down when things don't go as planned. Remember, it's okay to have days where not everything gets done as intended. Let's focus on what can be done moving forward. How about breaking down your video creation process into smaller, more manageable tasks? This way, you can fit them into a schedule more easily. Also, consider specific times for content creation, perhaps during moments when you are usually more productive or have more free time. Reflecting on today, is there anything you think could have been done differently to manage your time better? And how do you plan to adjust your schedule to accommodate your content creation goals while balancing your job? Nice. I can continue with this conversation or start another conversation by typing something else here, or I can click here and select new chat. Then I can type another query here and enter to start another conversation. I kind of have a habit to say yes by default to everybody because I want to help people around me and it feels good to help people in general. But sometimes people take advantage of this habit and waste my time. I need a check and balance, but it's hard to just say no for small tasks. And growth mentor replies, it sounds like you have a naturally generous spirit, which is wonderful quality. However, it's equally important to ensure that your kindness isn't leading your own detriment. Balancing the desire to help with the need to protect your own time and energy can be challenging, but it's a crucial skill for personal growth and well being. Then it suggests something like prioritize your time, practice saying no, offer alternatives, reflect on the impact, communicate clearly, self care, etc. I am happy with this GPT. This is a good one and it's live. So you see, this helper is providing me some helpful and constructive feedback. So we made this helpful bot by customizing ChatGPT's behavior. Let's create another one. Go to Explore, create a GPT. Now, if you think that previous instructions were a little bit tricky or are hard to understand or structured in a difficult way, these are straightforward instructions. I would like you to conduct a mock interview with me, acting solely as the interviewer. Please start by inquiring about the position I'm applying for or the topic of the interview. Also ask whether I prefer beginner, mid-level, or expert level questions. Additionally, inquire if there are any specific topics I would like to include or exclude from this interview. After receiving my input, begin asking the questions one at a time, waiting for my responses. Following each of my answers, please provide feedback on whether it was correct or suggest a better answer if applicable. Continue this process, presenting questions one by one after each question answer feedback session. Ensure not to repeat any questions. After each question answer feedback session, ask if I would like you to ask another question or show the current score. If I request to see score, display it in the following format. This format. And GPT Builder says, to start, I suggest naming this GPT mock interviewer. Does this name work for you? Yeah, mock interview is fine. Yep, it is generating profile picture for me. This is all right, but we can ask it to provide us another profile picture if we like. So let's go to configure tab. Name your GPT. Mock interviewer. Description conducts mock interviews with feedback and scoring. This is good. I have another description. It's like practice interview and get hired. I think this is cool. These are instructions that were generated from our input and saved here. Conversation starters, what position are you applying for? Would you prefer beginner, mid-level, or expert questions? Are there any specific topics you want to include or avoid? Ready for your next question, or should I show you score? These can also be improved. I can choose here start the mock interview, ask me a beginner level question, ask a mid level question, ask an expert level question. I think these are better. For the profile picture, I can change profile picture from here. I'll upload the picture photo that I previously created using DALI. This is what I will choose. I'll select all the capabilities. So these are our instructions. This is a mock interviewer to help prepare any interview. This prompt is excellent. I could have also pasted that whole instructions here directly. Let's say you don't want GPT builder to create GPT for you by receiving instructions from you. If you have the right instructions, you can paste those here directly as well. But here I trusted GPT builder to optimize my input and generate a GPT for me. So we can upload interview data documents, such as this is a sample Word document containing few questions related to JavaScript interview questions. I can upload multiple such documents to this GPT as a reference and additional context. GPT can use these to ask questions, but I want to keep this GPT general purpose for all type of mock interviews, so I will not use specific documents for this. Okay, so let's make it public, confirm. Let's publish it. And here's our custom GPT. I can select start the mock interview, ask a mid-level question, ask a beginner level question, an expert level question. These are conversation starters for mock interviewer. I love this GPT. You can literally prepare yourself for any interview for any level. I will link these GPTs in the video description so that you can also test these. Although I may change and improve these later on for better results. Let's test this mock interviewer. Start the mock interview. Great. Let's begin the mock interview. First, could you please tell me about the position or topic you are preparing for? Also, let me know the level of question difficulty you prefer, beginner, mid level, or expert. Additionally, are there any specific topics you would like to include or exclude in this interview? Okay, so position, front end developer, beginner level. Excellent. We'll focus on questions suitable for beginner level front-end developer position to start off. Question number 1. Can you explain what HTML is and why it's important in web development? HTML is like building block for web pages. Okay, here's the answer. That's a good start. You have correctly identified HTML as the building block for web pages and mentioned the use of tags like paragraph, etc. To enhance your answer, you could also mention that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Yes, of course, the definition, which is the standard markup language for creating web pages. It provides the structure of web pages, which is then styled by CSS and made interactive. Of course, yeah. Overall, your response touches on the key aspect of HTML, but providing a bit more detail about its role and significance in web development would make your answer stronger. Great. Then it asks, would you like to proceed with the next question or would you like to know your current score? Next. Great. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. What is CSS and how does it work with HTML? Here's the answer. You have provided the concise explanation of CSS. To expand on your answer, for a more comprehensive response, you might want to include the following points. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It is used to control the layout and appearance of HTML elements and so on. Okay, would you like to continue with another answer or check your current score? Next. All right, moving on to the next question. What is JavaScript and how does it differ from HTML and CSS? Let's give a wrong answer for this. JavaScript is like HTML. Okay, let's see what it says. It's important to clarify that JavaScript is quite distinct from HTML. Let me explain the differences. And here it goes, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Would you like to proceed with the next question or would you like to see your current score? Let's see the score. So far, you have answered these questions. Here is your current score. Current score 1 out of 3 satisfactory answers, approximately 33%. Remember, the goal here is to improve and learn. Would you like to continue with more questions or is there anything else you would like to do? Okay. Nice. So you see, it also corrects you. It also gives you feedback. It shows you score. It's a good GPT. You can delete the GPT from here. You can edit it to improve it. So there you go, two GPTs live for you. I will share the links for these GPTs in the video description so that you can also test these out. So come up with an idea, create, configure, publish, and have fun with your custom GPT. You can do a lot with this. For example, if you have a website or a YouTube channel, you can download views and revenue reports from analytics. Create a custom GPT that analyzes this data and provide you feedback on how to improve your website or channel for maximum views and revenue and growth. You can get popular content ideas from that GPT. You can upload business reports, text filing documents, and generate great insights on how you can improve all that. And it will also help you understand all of this in a better way. But keep such GPT private and do not make it public to save your private data. Here are some of the ideas on what type of data GPT model can use. You can feed it transcripts from customer service chats, dialogues from social media interactions, conversations from forums or online communities, technical manuals or documentation, medical journals or patient consultation transcripts, legal case studies or law textbooks, news articles from various genres and sources, books, both fiction and non-fiction, encyclopedias and educational materials, question and answer pairs from sites like Quora, user-generated content like reviews, blogs, and comments, and more. Pause the video and read these ideas. Some of these may help you. OpenAI suggests that it's important to ensure that the data is ethically sourced, respects privacy and copyright laws, and is representative of the types of interactions or knowledge you want your ChatGPT model to handle. Additionally, consider the importance of diversity and inclusivity in your data set to minimize biases. ChatGPT GPTs feature is available for ChatGPT Plus users. If you make a GPT public and it gets a lot of attention, you will be able to earn revenue share for that GPT. And also keep in mind that it's not a good idea to make GPT with private data public. Okay, there you go. We created two GPTs and discussed ideas on how can you make use of this custom chatbot feature in ChatGPT. Let me know your thoughts. If you have questions, use comment section. Okay, I hope it helped. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.